Good morning. We welcome back to Almost Home Ranch. We have some new snow. Finally, I think we have around 6 to 7 inches overall, and we're going to go out on the road just so it doesn't get compacted and turn into ice. Looks like the sun is going to be coming out here, so I'll be back in just a second. Good morning. I had to go get my mic. I forgot my mic. So here we are. I already got the tractor running. It's about 15 degrees. As you can see, it's pretty fluffy. That's how fluffy it is. 15-degree fluffy. Looks like the sun's gonna come out. The solar panels will be happy. Tractor has been warming up for the last 20 minutes. Should be nice and warm. And we got everything brushed off. The sun is coming out. Look at that. Anyway, we'll see you in just a second. Okay, I think we're about ready to go. All right. Tractor's nice and warm. Parking brake is now off. Yeah, she's nice and warm. Very good. Coolant is up. See if the hydraulics working. Yep, that's good. Okay, let's go. Sure why there is, it has to drip right in front of the camera. Sorry about that. Okay, number one rule, do not hit the gate. Okay. It's getting warm in here already. Okay, let's go. This should be easy blading today. Yep, and it is. It flows like flour. I was going to say water, but it's frozen water. I think flour is a better term. Doing a nice job on the road. Shifted into third. Well, since it's nice and cold, it shouldn't break through into the dirt, and so it should float above. Is nice. Sure pretty here this time with the sun and the trees full of snow. I think I'm gonna have to keep that keep my fan up here so it can defrost these windows, because it's a little cold. I don't want my wiper to freeze. I think that's one of the things I need to invest in, is a heated wiper. Let me know if you guys have used those on some machines and how they work. I think that would actually work pretty good, because this thing actually freezes up. Oh, and I see that my wiper needs to be changed. It's amazing how rubber can deconstruct. Stand by. I gotta change the position of the camera. Okay, let's try that. See if that works better. It's a better spot. You let me know. Here we go. I had to turn the camera around upside down and put it in a better spot that doesn't drip, so maybe it'll stay. She's sure pushing nice. Really rough here, very rough. This winter has been very mild, I would say, and it has rained more than snow. So our temperatures have been, just in the high 30s for the most part. So when there's moisture that comes in, it rains instead of snows. And in the mountains, you kind of like to have some snowpack. So January was pretty mild, very sunny, and not a lot of moisture. So here we are in February. February's looks like there's snow just about, or some kind of snow just about every day in the forecast. So we'll see how that turns out. It's just been really an odd winter. I believe it's snowing all the way down into the valley. Looks like I'm gonna have to fix my windshield wiper. Because it's not cleaning. Very important to have a windshield wiper that cleans. Now as we go down in elevation here, I can see that it is not as much snow as up above. And I'm only down like 200, 300 feet from where we started. It's fascinating. Higher elevations get the snow. Well, I tell you, the tractor, I had it plugged in. I should say when I had the skid steer. Not really a skid steer, it's a loader. When I had the loader plugged in this morning, I had it plugged in for a couple hours when I woke up, and so I thought, well, she should start pretty okay. Usually it should be plugged in overnight, and I should have turned it on last night, but I didn't think we'd get this much snow. Anyway, I went to start her. I actually let the glow plugs cycle twice, and Boy, she was she would fire, but then she wouldn't run. So I had to cycle it a couple more times. Yeah, look at that. She's all the way into the valley. What a pretty sight. It's like there's some wildlife out here. And it looks like the wind is starting to pick up. Blade is not working very good. But she's sure pretty in the out in the forest. Very beautiful sight. So I usually like to get out here before anybody else comes up and down the road, because otherwise it just gets tracked and then it turns into ice. And gets uneven, and so this works. It's working pretty good today. I think I'm gonna have to get out and clean this wiper blade. It's frozen. Nowhere near the snow we had last year, though. I gotta stop right here. I gotta clean that window so you guys can see. Brake. Be right back. Well, I just made it worse. Just tore the rubber. Okay. Sure pretty in the sun. Well, we didn't have the winds as bad as I thought, so that's good. I think it's calling for about 14 to 17 mile an hour winds. Anything more than that, I mean, it's blowing from the trees. She really can start to drift in and get a ground blizzard going. This is what I grew up in North Dakota, was cold snows like this. And when it's cold like this, it doesn't stick, it blows. and it blows everywhere. And fills ditches really quick, and then the ditches drift into the road, fill drifts across the road. And then you got a big mess. And it can blow so much. You guys in other parts of the country know exactly what I'm talking about. That you can't see. There's no visibility. Wind chill dips below zero very easily, and very dangerous to be out and about. So those are the memories I have. I was born in the 60s, actually in the winter of 1966 in North Dakota. It was so bad, it piled up to the top of the granaries, top of the bins, top of the shops. Not that I remember this, but I remember seeing pictures, and they could actually walk right onto the roofs, houses, shops, whatever it was. Check my chains here. They look good. Yep, nice and tight. It's always a blessing. See how that it's kind of rough here. We're hitting the rock of the road, the rock and the dirt. Not entirely frozen. I should probably put my lights on. There we go. Hazard lights. Got these low hanging bows. And I don't have a good windshield wiper this morning, so I gotta kind of try to avoid them. Sure pretty out with the sun this morning. So, since you guys like snow plowing, there's a guy, I think, in Switzerland that occasionally comes across my feed, YouTube feed. And I think he works for the equivalent of the Department of Transportation. He has a Unimog with the beautiful blade on the front. And they go out and they do these mountain roads. Pretty spectacular views. They have a tractor with a blade, and then they also have a Unimog with the blade about the width of the road. Nice setup. Of course, it's all government funded, so you can have unlimited you got unlimited resources. So, not really fair, because the resources that I have are just all self-funded. But I have to admit, it's a beautiful setup that he has. And I looked at those Unimogs before. Have you ever priced one of those Unimogs? They are very, very expensive. think I'm just going to have to pull that whole band off of that windshield wiper, because this is not working. Okay, do have some ice on it though. I apologize for the lack of clarity. I guess it is what it is. Time for a new windshield wiper blade. I think I have one back in the shop. That's a pretty picture, silhouette of a machine on the snow there. Anyway, they back to the video in Switzerland. Don't remember the name of the channel. You'll probably just have to search for it. But boy, do they get some dumpings. Of course, everything's metric over there, so it's not inches, it's in centimeters. I think they had ones that were 30 to 40 centimeters of dumping. Oh, looks like my neighbor's been out here with his tractor, clearing his driveway. It's got a John Deere with a rear blade on it. Is it a rear blade or is it a front blade? It's got a bucket on the front, but I think it's a rear blade. Yep, pretty sure. Very helpful to shift down when you're going downhill like this, and blading going downhill is where it's at. If you had to push heavy snow going uphill, it takes a big machine and a lot of traction. And I have to say that these chains make the whole difference in the world. Having skidder chains is really where it's at. This skidder chains would not work on pavement, but they work just great on dirt, rock. They do a fantastic job of keeping it safe. So they dig in and I have yet to lose traction with these chains on this machine. It weighs about 30,000 pounds. So, does a really nice job. As long as you keep away from the edge, that's the key. When you're snow plowing up in the mountains, you got to keep away from the edge, because you never know what can happen. And all it takes is a fraction of a second. Anyway, I'm just going to be quiet here and let you guys enjoy the sound of the machine and the tractor. Down that fan. It's noisy. Oh, it's pretty. I have to just comment on this. It is stunning to see snow all the way down into the valley. I'm looking about 60 miles. I can see about maybe 70 miles from here. And it's snow all the way. Hear that? That's the sound of the blade hitting all the rock in the road. Just got to go slower. Shift down a little bit farther. Wow, what an amazing view. See, this is where the chains are very, very nice. Could be ice underneath here, and it just digs right in. No slippage. 4-wheel drive all the time, so you're really assured. I do like the way they cut this road. They cut it so that it's leveled towards the hillside, which is the right way to do it. So if you're going to slip, you just slip into the bank, not off the edge. Looking out into the trees, they're just all snow filled. Not as heavy as it must have been blown off in the wind, but they're still pretty. The sun is directly behind me. You can see my shadow on the road. Oh, looks like there's been some animals out. It amazes me. You can see their little tracks across the road. Well, it started to drift here. I'm going to shift the blade here and go on the left side of the road and get this off. Let's push it over the edge where it's drifted in here. This is usually a bad spot. Machine is running nicely, just purring. 15-degree weather. It's probably 17 by now. And quite a few people up here yesterday. Oh, rocks right there. Okay, we're going about 9-10 miles an hour. Get on a flatter part of the road. There's still rocks in the road. The blade has to take it. Yikes. You gotta slow down. You don't have that base. So built up yet. I have to admit, Monroe makes a nice high quality blade and mount. This blade, I think some of you have commented, it looks small. It's actually 12 feet wide. So it's not small, it just looks small because the loader is huge. And I think it's about the right size for the job that I need here. The 624K John Deere. What a machine. Boy, did we wrestle. I wrestled with what kind of machine that we should get for up here. Whether I was going to get a road maintainer or, you know, usually a 6x6. I almost bought an old Oshkosh, 1960 Oshkosh rotatable blade.
How are things going out there?
Well, it's a beautiful day, sunshine, and just pushing the snow like it's supposed to work.
Nice. Where are you at? How was the ridge?
Just some pillow drifts on rocky grade. I'm up here by Joe's place, and just gonna keep going down because it's about the same amount of snow all the way down. You can see all the way into the valley that's covered with snow all the way so
Yeah, everything turned white yesterday or last night.
10-4. I'll talk to you later. Well, that doesn't help. Low hanging branches. That would be slush that we're pushing. And dirt. And slush. It's amazing how that road surface is warm. Even in 15-degree temperatures, she's warm. That snow insulates like a blanket. Fascinating. Lots of rocks in this road. Sure feel them. Poor blade. Well, I'd like to know what your snow conditions are. By the way, make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel. Feel free to leave a comment. Positive things are always encouraging. If you want to put an emoji, that's great too. I just hope you enjoy some of this snow plowing. But anyway, I'd like to hear what kind of snow you guys are getting in other parts of the country and other parts of the world. Yeah, this is kind of blowing in here a little bit. Sure nice to get all the pillow drifts off. We're approaching an area here that when it dumps and blows, it literally turns into a canyon. So we call it the Grand Canyon. All right, I'm going to shift to the other side. This is a protected area. Slow down a little bit. And I've had to come into this area and just bucket. When I mean bucket, I have a 4.5 yard bucket, which I'm sure fills with snow. So you're not getting full 4 yards, 4.5 yards out of it. But I'm having to bucket left and right, and it's way past, if you look back on the old videos, these sides, which are about, I don't know, 8-10 feet tall. I've seen this just filled to the very top. So much that you had to bring a cat through here. Or you take this machine and you just bucket it to open up the slot. Not this year. Thankful for that. We're getting on another area here that likes to blow and fill the road. So I'm going to go over to the left side, move it to the right. Thankfully, it hasn't blown in that much yet. Boy, she flows really nice. Thanks. Lots of rocks. Lot of rocks. More animal tracks. I wish I had some smooth surface like an asphalt road. It would be a whole different. I could go a lot faster. This would go a lot quicker. But that's not what we have. We have a dirt and rock road. But then I also couldn't run my chains because I would destroy the pavement. was a big one. The blade just likes to push forward. That's what it's meant to do. Save the blade. I think I'm actually blading the dirt underneath. I can see in the background how smooth it is. Boy, it's so bright out here. Should have brought some sunglasses. Potholes, all kinds of things. Well, looks like today we're going all the way down, 6 miles worth. And we gotta go 6 miles back, up the hill, up the mountain. Past a power pole, and a couple years ago he put the power in, which was extremely expensive. I believe dug a well and put in a beautiful road for access. Say all told is probably put in $200,000 to $300,000 of infrastructure, but he still hasn't built yet up here. What I understand to be true is that our county has made it so difficult to build, and they wonder why people are not building. It's because 25% of the permit fee, or excuse me, the project cost goes to permits. 25%. Isn't that insane? Plus, they do, I think they're calling for an environmental assessment, multi-year environmental assessment, just to put a house on a piece of property. So you tell me, is your land actually your land, or is it somebody else's land? Kind of a sore spot, as you can tell. Couple hundred years ago or less, they were glad to have people put you can see pushing some slush here. A couple hundred years ago, 150 years ago, even 100 years ago, they were glad to have people put houses on property and work the land. But it sure seems like they're stacked against that today. They don't want people to develop their properties. What's wrong with that picture? Oh, just dropped into that big hole. Wish I could fill it. I tell you, that blade is taking a licking. It's so rough here. As much as I would like to get closer to that edge, I am going to keep a healthy distance. Looks like there's a rabbit out this morning. I think I'm blading the road as well as the snow. Got new gravel here. That's why it smoothed out quite a bit. Nowhere near as bumpy. County actually came in here and actually fixed it. This part of the road, that is. Well, we are almost to the end of the driveway. Oh, there's some elk up on the ridge here. Wish I could show you. It's off to the left. Beautiful sight. Time to turn around. Okay, now we're going to go against the sun. Beautiful day. Just gorgeous. Okay, now we use more diesel going uphill. Wow. The sun is very powerful. I'm gonna have to take this jacket off. This is too warm. And it's going to get rough again. Oh, wow. why she's working so smooth. My battery is almost done. Here's a little bit from the top. Not sure how long it's going to last. Do a little speed plowing here at 11 miles an hour. Maybe 12. Let's go 12. 12. 12 miles an hour. Throwing the snow. Very cold out there. Very cold. Ow. Terrible rocks. Part of the road has not been plowed this year, so I thought I'd just tape this a little bit so you guys can see. Oh, not that you can see that good. Now we're throwing some snow. And this is where I stop. Nice snow there. It's kind of deep up here. Going back here. And that snow just pushes the tractor, the loader around, I should say. rocks.